So, your boy saw Cocaine Bear. What is up, you guys? Kensei Subs here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have another special video. Today we're doing a movie review on the lately released Cocaine Bear. Yes, I'm using my electric drumstick as a speaker. Deal with it. But before we get into that in the review, be sure to check out my podcast, Los Arañas with my best bud Icon. Really cool. Streaming on Spotify. We're sponsored by Sour Strips, so go get these. Check it out. They're really delicious. All right. Now, to the review. So this is going to be spoiler free. It's just going to be, you know, a personal review on what I thought of the movie overall. So yeah, no spoilers, don't worry. So if you want to watch this before or after, feel free to. Now, Cocaine Bear, I feel like overall for this movie, you got to go into this fully blind 100%. You just got to turn off your brain and have fun. Overall, I'd say the experience, okay, so the experience for my theater was pretty good. It was pretty packed. We had a pretty packed theater. So of course, you know, your crowd is also what matters in a movie and what makes you remember a specific movie experience, especially with a lot of Marvel movies, you know, Infinity War, Endgame, etc., Spider-Man No Way Home, you know, audiences are very important. So Cocaine Bear, I would say, is one of my best audiences in a long time, probably since No Way Home, I'd say. But yeah, my audience was great. But as I was saying before, you gotta go into this fully blind, not expecting anything really. You just gotta turn off your brain. Obviously the concept is a bear doing cocaine. And yeah, this was based off a true story back in the day and, you know, true events. Based off the terms of budget in this movie and just all around, the cast and everything, it was really fun. I don't know, really in terms of too many issues. I could say there were a couple of issues where I could say well, yeah, of course, that was a little too far, or come on, really, do we really got to do this with the kids and all that stuff. Since this is spoiler free and since this is just my personal opinion, you'll see it for yourself. But there are a couple of scenes with the kids and we are like, whoa. But you know, with this in this day and age, you know, you can expect that stuff with a lot of younger actors. You know, it's not really surprising anymore. But I'm not going to be a Karen anymore. You know, that is not what you came here to see my review on. But yeah, overall, one of the things I did enjoy about this movie were the kills. 100%. I thought the kills were absolutely sick. You know, they were really cool. In terms of blood and just overall violence, you know, I love violence. Overall, they were pretty good. In terms of you know, back to budget, there are some CGI looks or VFX here and there that look a little too cheesy, and I think that's the point. I think you gotta go in here not expecting, because wait, hang on, what was the budget on this movie? Woo! Okay, so the production cost of this movie was about 30 million. That's pretty crazy. I was honestly expecting a lot lower, of course, somewhere in the thousands. Back to what I was saying, there are some big VFX shots in this movie where, you know, it doesn't look perfect, obviously, like most movies these days, but I think, of course, that's the point. I feel like if the CG and the VFX and everything were too perfect, you know, you wouldn't really be able to take it as seriously, as you already aren't taking it as seriously, probably, even though there are some terrifying moments. So I think the fact that the CGI was a little cheesy off and on, you know, I think it helped with the movie, at least in terms of my opinion, because, you know, it makes it feel you know, more low budget. They know what they're making and they're not taking themselves seriously, really. And I think definitely that's one of the points of the entire movie. Now, the overall characters of the movie, for the most part, most of the cast, I absolutely loved. I thought they had really interesting backgrounds. Yeah, they were all kind of really cool groups. You know, some groups are separated and then some extra characters come in more of the story. And of course, those specific characters that get killed, you know, a lot of them, you know, the kills aren't really funny. Well, okay, yeah, to a certain extent. But yeah, overall, I thought the characters were pretty cool and they were really hilarious. So you could really connect to the cast, you know, depending on what you probably go on in life, on a personal level. What was his name? I think Eddie? Yeah, Eddie. You know, he's the guy that plays Han Solo in the Solo movie. You know, he was probably my favorite character. I thought he had some really funny scenes. So yeah, that was probably my favorite character by far in the movie. Now, a personal mini thing I really enjoyed about this movie, which I'm sure a lot of people could complain or not complain about, especially when it comes to PG-13 or rated R movies. I thought the time length of this movie was pretty solid. You know, this movie was about, I'm pretty sure, an hour and 35 minutes, and it ends around the, you know, hour and 25 minute mark. So the pacing for this movie was really solid. I think it was a perfect time length. You know, it didn't need to be any higher or any shorter. Some scenes could obviously drag out a little bit in the beginning, but overall, by the first scene, you're introduced into the main part of the movie, of course, immediately. And of course, that's really gonna help the movie and, you know, see probably your opinion on it. The whole point is, when you see the first 5 minutes of the movie, you're immediately gonna know if this movie is, you know, for you or not. You know, it's just a little sitcom, all that stuff. But if you want something super serious, then you're probably not gonna like it. Another little personal opinion I could say about this movie, which I've seen other people complain about, they said that Cocaine Bear himself wasn't in this movie enough. Personally, I felt like he was personally in this movie at the right moments, at the right times. I think he has about 4 to 5 scenes in the movie. But yeah, apparently people wanted more of the bear. You know, apparently there wasn't a bear in the movie, Cocaine Bear in the movie. But yeah, you know, I didn't see the problem personally. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, you know, especially the ending, like the last scene, I thought was really cool. Again, no spoilers. I'm not gonna tell you if Cocaine Bear makes it or not. So in terms of rating, peeps, for Cocaine Bear, I don't know what I would give this, honestly. This score, it's not perfect. It's not terrible. I feel like, you know, since this movie doesn't take itself seriously, which is not a problem, but I can't really say it's a masterpiece or it's awful. But for the most part, you know, it is, like I said, that brainless, you know, turn off your brain, fun type of kind of cringe movie. So for now, this isn't final, but I'd say probably a solid 7.5 to 8.5, probably 8.5. Yeah, just thinking about it right now, like everything that happened. I'd recommend personally Cocaine Bear. You know, I thought it was a pretty fun experience, and I think you'd enjoy it too, based off the opinions that you may have that I said back earlier in the video. Yeah, guys, that is it on Cocaine Bear. Oh, guys, that is it for the video today in the movie review. I hope you've enjoyed my non-spoiler personal movie review on Cocaine Bear. You know, personal fun experience I'll probably never forget. The ticket right here to remember it, as always. I like collecting movie tickets, I'm kind of weird. Yeah, guys, that is it for the video today. Stay spectacular, more videos coming soon. Peace, catch you guys in the next one. Woo!